Tim Steele's car. That's
made a spin over in turn 2.
And Loy Allen goes to the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, 2 and 3 cars get involved. Ken Allen is involved. Horton goes very high.
Still crashing.
Oh my goodness, says heavy contact, heavy impact out of turn 2. One car spinning and 2 or 3 trying to stop that, and it was just almost full speed impact that went out in Talladega a year or so ago. Look again.
And you can see him sliding along on the top, and then it's going to try to right itself, and here will come another car. There it rights itself, and another car comes along, as Jerry said, hits him underneath the car.
That was Ed Dixon, the 12 car that came along and ran under the 52 car of Horton.
Well, you just got to be thankful that Horton's car had turned back over. As caution on the speedway, heavy impact. Car number 80 and one car tumbling end over end out of turn 4. As contact continues.
As John Gill, the 80 car, I guess.
And the 24 looks to be one car, Mickey Hudspeth.
Car number 94, there's the red car.
Hudspeth loses control, goes up the racetrack, hits the wall. Oh, and then it's the 24 car that tumbled over.
Yeah, Hudspeth tumbles. He gets tagged from behind by the 80 car. That is John Gill. 80 comes across. He gets hit from the side by Whittemore. Whittemore is tagged from behind. And here is Billy Thomas, a 22 car involved. And then cars began to slip and slide and beat and bang on both the inside and outside concrete walls. Different angle this time.
There we see Hudspeth. Now about right here is when Gill goes in and boom, hits him and really starts him tumbling down the racetrack. As a matter of fact, the car landed on top of John Gill's car.
Watch Whittemore hit Gill now in the side, and then Whittemore gets hit directly from behind. There's Billy Thomas jamming on the brakes. He tags one of the cars, spins around in the car owned by Jim Wilson.
Takes the spot away.
No! Trouble up in turn 3. Ron Burchett's car slams the concrete backwards and now tumbles on its roof. Traffic trying to separate, and there comes looks like the 0 car. That was Del McCoward. Oh my goodness, heavy impact in turn 3. Second horrendous incident here in the early laps.
Contact there
Let's
at
take
all.
a look. There we see looks like he tries to drive under those 2 cars and gets back end out, comes along. The roof flaps do come up, keeps the car on the ground, and bam! He slams in the inside wall. Now the car's going to turn about 90 degrees, backs in the fence, and it will start. The rear tire comes off, knocks the rear tire off. He gets under the car, kind of wants to flip the car over. It does flip it over. Now here will come Del McCoward in the 0 and
right side of your screen.
It slide into that car. Wow.
Coward's car number 0 hitting the car from underneath.
We saw that last year with Ed Dixon doing the same.
Ron Burchett's Pontiac.
Kind of was already in the slide there, Benny. I think he may have been trying to turn away from Devane just a touch.
I think he was trying to turn away from keep from hitting the 33 car. And when he did, he lost the back end and went down and slammed the inside wall. Once again, hits it with the back. And now the car is going to start flipping.
He pancaked that concrete with the passenger side, then backed it in the wall, almost exactly the same place as you see. There's Del McCoward's car coming in that Joe Bessie hit in the spring during the Busch Grand National race here up in turn 3.
Yes.
Bessie was involved with Randy LaJoy. So there is, they are removing Del McCoward's Masters in. There have been 6 lead changes.
The 6 car of Perry Tripp comes off the corner, spins, and the car's still going. No, and he gets hit by Doug Reed. Oh my goodness, almost all the cars made it. Now Jeff Jones in the 8's going to spin, but so far he hasn't hit anything. Put it in gear, Jeff. Drive, put it the one on the right, hit it, and go.
That's the 8 car. Other traffic now coming by. Debris here, different angle. There's the 6 car up across into the concrete. Watch him come back down, and watch the 05. He is pinned with traffic on the inside. He couldn't go low. He had nowhere to go. Traffic above him and below him. And Doug Reed tags the back of the car number 6. Watch the 05. He has Bill Venturini on the inside of him. There's Toby Butler right in front of him. He couldn't get low, and now he realizes he needs to get low, and he suddenly doesn't have time, and the back end of Perry Tripp's car is simply just pounded. And Dixon car going by as Reed's car now slides backwards. One more angle.
Luckily here, Jerry, that impact was on the right rear and not into the driver's door for Perry Tripp, so that should help him out a bunch in that crash.
5 laps down.
Got a crash coming off the second corner. There's 3 cars over there. Heavy damage to 3 of them.
Mike Cicchetti in car number 17 there, who had been posted our leader earlier. 75 is Jerry Hill. This is all happening over in turn number 4. We've got a fire on car 7.
He tries to save it. He goes out on the apron of the racetrack, but he has a wheel turn. See how the wheels are turned to the right? When the car finally starts to stop, it's going to go right back across the racetrack. Heavy damage to the retaining wall. Then that sheet metal dragging just sets the gasoline on fire. There, the 75 car of Jerry Hill goes by backwards.
In the first lap of green, here he is crossing the stripe and completing lap 52, and a crash. Oh, a terrible crash up in turn number 4 as one car impacted the pit wall. Lee Raymond was one of those involved, but that was not the car that turned over in the 4th turn. We will stand by and get the names. And it's
the outside wall and comes down across the racetrack in front of the traffic. I don't know if he had a flat tire or what. And then the other car hits him and hits those big tractor tires at the end, and the car goes spiraling over down to the inside of the pit wall.